Yes. So, well,
Yeah.
let me say let me begin by saying habari gani, mabibi na mabuana. And I say those words in Kiswahili. And I say those in Kiswahili because um, Mama Swants, as Maria Lisa was known in Tanzania, was beloved for the work that she did in Tanzania. She arrived in Tanzania in 1963, just around the time of independence, and she and her husband were fierce supporters of the independence movement and were and did and worked very hard to support the vision of this remarkable intellectual, the first president of Tanzania, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. Maria Lisa was had training in anthropology, but anthropology in Tanzania had a bad reputation because anthropology had been seen as a colonial uh, um, discipline where people from other places studied other people without making any help, without helping people to change anything, just writing stories about other people from usually from England or France or Spain or someplace. And so she was very much, although she had training in anthropology, she transformed the that kind of practice that in Tanzania and became her at the University of Dar es Salaam where she was located. She was actually in the geography department, and she was one of five or six key people, along with Marjorie and Bellini, along with Yusuf Kassam, along with Kemal Mustafa, and others who really created this concept, which in Tanzania we labeled as participatory research. We started calling it that in 1973, and it became well known uh, with a journal article in 1975. Um, Maria Lisa died in May of this past year at 99 years old. And her last book, which is a wonderful book, she completed when she was 93 years old. And I had a wonderful visit to her in Lahti, that's the Finland where she's from. I had a wonderful visit with her some 5 years ago, where Rajesh and I presented her with a Lifetime Achievement Award from our UNESCO chair, and she was still very vigorous. She traveled by herself, on the train to come into the city to meet with me and other university people. She maintained her friendship with Julius Nyerere until he passed away, and he visited her at her home in Finland at least once, perhaps another time. But she when she left Tanzania after her remarkable work with the women in the Makonde women in coastal Tanzania, and later the Moyo project, she became the first director of the Institute of Development Studies in Helsinki, and you carried on and helped to transform the way that research in the global South was understood. So she would be, if she were, I'm so sorry that she passed away just before this all began, but we owe so much to her work, and I recommend her writings to everybody if you want to get a fantastic vision of the work that she did, particularly the work she did in Tanzania. So I thank everybody for this moment of reflection about the work of Mama Swants. And so I'll say once more in Swahili, asante sana, Mama Swants.
But now can we listen to your story about the object you have chosen for today's workshop? We have a picture of that one here, and we would love to hear the history of that object.
All right.